Hello, and welcome to Roto and Rhapsody, episode 114. Trans stories are human stories. Let's continue celebrating Pride Month by taking a look at some games that were developed/programmed by relatively unknown trans developers. These include games by Daniel Bunton-Berry, Jamie Fenton, Rebecca Heineman, and Catherine Mataga. These range from games with questionable use of copyright to very interesting-looking adventure games that take place in another world. So it's Pride Month. So one thing that I felt that I've kind of wanted to do is do kind of. I know my streams in general are kind of educational in the sense of it's showing off kind of games that you probably might not have heard of, but I kind of wanted to do at least an episode in which we kind of took a look at people you as might not have heard of. And especially with it being Pride Month, I wanted to take kind of a look at some trans developers because they have existed in the industry for quite some time, pretty much going all the way to the beginning.
Weird that.
Yeah. So I wanted to kind of highlight some of their work. In particular, I wanted to take a look at the works of four individuals who... we are going to start with kind of the one that I guess would be the earliest. I can't remember if she's the oldest, but the one that probably had the first impact. And that person, I'm going to write this. Let us take a look at her. The first person we're going to be taking a look at is... where is... right here. Her. This is Jamie Fenton. Jamie Fenton was a programmer who worked mainly for Bally Midway, at least when she was working in the games industry. She developed, looks like 6 games. The first one being a game which I don't know if I can actually get to run because of how it would work, but it's called Datsun 280 Zap. Which I think is actually like an analog game. Or, yeah, it looks like it is kind of similar to... if you've ever played the game Night Driver on the Atari 2600, it is named after the Datsun 280, which is a car. Yeah, she made that for Midway. But probably... oh, wow, GORF came... anyway, I just realized I had 2 of the games out of order. But the first game we're going to be taking a look at is actually pretty interesting in terms of a... let me... So, it's actually kind of interesting in terms of a game preservation standpoint. So let me load this game up real quick. And it is a arcade game that I've never heard of until kind of looking into it. Look. Set this up. Third by default. That's not going to work. There. So, this. Oh, great. It's one of those games where I have to kill the credits that are automatically in it.
Like you do.
Mm-hmm.
Please, game, get out of just the left channel.
Is it? Okay, is it... am I gonna have to actually... hold on 1 sec.
Oh god. Also, we can't see anything.
I know, I'm just trying to... I need to get out of... I want to go to the title screen.
Oh god, this is driving me insane that the music's in one ear and the sound effects are in the other.
It's good.
Okay, so...
oh, it's so bad!
This... is... it's not Roto to the Rescue. The full name of this game is The Adventures of Robby Roto. It came out in 1981.
Damn you, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is it just... okay, so yes. let's go ahead and start. Here
So
are
man, that
some-
sprite is horrifying.
Yeah, just slightly. So there's your kind of information. So, okay, so let's go and start.
I love this sloppily drawn maze.
It's real good.
Yeah, so we need to kind of almost like flicky in the sense of we need to get.
This is horrible.
Whoop. Oh no! Oh,
It's like Dig Dug without the inflation fetish.
yes. But also you need to rescue instead of destroy.
Also, that digging
the
sprite
hell
is
is that thing?
horrifying.
The dragon just dropped off some
Oh, it's
shit.
storing
Well-
the hostage. Oh, well, that's not a. Oh. Made it.
Nice.
Chew.
God. Pew pew.
So
Just
one
shooting
kind of
down.
interesting thing, as I mentioned from a preservation standpoint,
Mhm.
this game is actually included with every version of MAME. Because Jamie
Huh.
herself has given, I forgot what the term is, but she has, given permission to the MAME people to include this with all versions of MAME. And I'm pretty sure that this source code's also available.
This is miserable.
Yes, but yes.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere from there.
It was 1981, I guess.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, but this is like exceptionally ugly even then.
Score.
They all look like the mazes look like they were drawn by some fucking 4-year-old with a crayon.
Okay, yeah, that is probably enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a revolt soon. Okay, so let me quick.
And yeah, like I get the limited sound channels, but also like sound effects in one ear and music in the other
Yeah,
is like.
let me quick get the ranking thing up.
Yep, you couldn't even see the maze because there's very little. Ugh.
It's very blue.
And it's not just that it's very blue; it's like it's really hard to make out where you can and can't like dig.
Mm-hmm.
Back. Okay, let's get the music up. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's scroll down a bit.
God, destiny.
A bit.
Destiny.
Okay.
Keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep on. Okay.
I think it was Torpo who
Better or worse than
invalidated
Senate.
Zero Ranger.
It was me. Because I wanted him to show off even more of it.
Yes,
Honestly.
but I
It's called
should.
a power play.
Okay.
Because there is some shit. He only showed, like, part of the first loop, I think.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
got like halfway through.
Yeah, it goes places, and it is so good. Speaking of which, I need to, fucking bring back my save again.
So let's see.
Would you rather play this or Mushi Mushi Port?
I think games on this list, Supernova is somewhat competent, just really, really bland.
Mm-hmm.
So, real quick, Max, it wasn't just a like I want them to show more of. I want to cement its position for further rankings, basically.
Yeah. So I am thinking in between Centipede and Dirty Pair.
Yeah, it sounds fun to me.
Yeah.
Wow, you're rating this really low.
Yes, because that game's kind of
It's
not great.
good.
Hmm.
It was a raging asshole. It was really hard to see where you can and can't dig.
It's also physically insulting.
Yeah, and I get that there were limited like sound channels, but having music in one ear and then fucking like game sound effects in the other was maddening. It's true, Iggy, but once again, I just want to cement its supremacy over the other games.
Also, I wonder if anyone caught me almost out of habit typing the wrong name.
Yep.
That was 1981. The publisher was Valley Midway.
Yeah.
Aid.
It's just a
Okay.
really ugly game.
It is. Let's call that high concept.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you're not, Iggy. I just need to reiterate that point.
Audience, technically, it's balanced. There's no other thing. So, like
That was
slash dislike.
huge asshole. That game. I wouldn't call it balanced.
It wasn't hard. Like, I wasn't dying.
Either way, though, I would say hate for sound.
Yeah.
Well, how about sound levels?
Yeah, let's go with that.
This is really obscure game.
Yeah.
I would also say dislike for art because A, it was hard to see where you could dig and where you couldn't, and also that sprite was horrifying.
Yeah. Oh, actually, one thing I did want to put for content. Oh, sensitivity warning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's probably it for that. Okay, so moving on to our next game, which actually this is, I guess, technically chronologically after Robby Roto. But this is actually this is probably the one that probably people know of her work more from. Oh, by the way, I should mention that after she made this game, Jamie would eventually move on to actually develop the Macromedia Director software.
Oh, wow.
She is a key person on that. You can actually see her website. I believe it is. This, I believe, is her website now. I believe it's relatively up to date. So yeah, that. But yes, this game I've actually played in the arcade, so it is definitely exists. Although it's a game that kind of never really it was ported, but you would have to have had like a C64 or something because it never got ported to like any console or anything. Because I think it got like a C64 port, and I think maybe there was like an Atari prototype. But yes, this is a pretty interesting game. But yeah, this is GORF. Which I think stands for something, but I forgot what it was off the top of my head.
Stands for GORF.
Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so let's launch this game.
Galactic Orbiting Robot Force.
About right?
I was expecting Gorefield or something.
Game. Give me a sec.
This one's going to be complicated because it's got like a voice synthesis chip in it.
Yep. MAME's been able to run that for a while, so that's not going to be the issue. It's going to be finding the version of MAME that will actually run the goddamn thing.
Yeah, it also had an unusual cabinet where there were there were status lights on the side of the cabinet that would change based on which of the 6 levels you were on.
Excuse me. Oh, hold on. I need to reset this because I wanted that had to be on screen. Oh, it's not going to let me do it anymore. Okay, whatever. So. Oh, it's not going to... Also, there's some major shimmering going on. Shimmering.
No, it's really good. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
So yeah, oh, also it's really quiet. So yeah, there's a hint of what you can see in this game. Let's go ahead and start. So one of the things that actually is interesting about this is that you can buy yourself more ships. Yeah. So
yeah, lots of innovations in this.
Yeah. Also, if I remember correctly, I think this was actually meant to originally be a tie-in to the Star Trek movie.
Interesting.
Something like that. Which, especially if you take a look at your ship. So, right off the bat, this game, kinda doesn't care about copyright.
Yeah.
Also, this screen in particular is impossible to see.
Yeah.
Oh, also
bright
your
colors
laser
on
does,
bright background. Dark.
Your laser does this thing that a lot of Atari games did, which is your shot resets when you hit the button again.
Yes, that's called the Quark laser.
Huh.
They documented that on the side of the machine.
I see.
It's actually a feature because it means you don't have to wait for your missile. If your missile misses, you can fire another one very quickly. It's also easier to code.
Yes.
Damn.
That's a beautiful noise. Let's never hear that again. Don't die, Lolo.
Is this like emulation, or does the game actually sound like this?
The game actually kind of sounds like this, I think.
Yeah, it totally does.
Hey, Kishu.
It's so
also,
bad.
I do not think it's supposed to be running like this. There might
Define
actually
like
be
this.
emulation issues.
What do you mean running like what?
Running like ass.
No, this pretty much I think is the original experience.
I don't remember it running like this, but then again, it's been a while since I played this in an actual arcade.
Some games just run like ass.
Also, Blatant Galaxians, too, by the way.
Yup.
Remember, this is right around the time Bally Midway would also make Miss Pac-Man. And people wonder why Namco ended their relationship with Bally Midway.
Weird that. Also, man, those bullets are so tiny. Holy shit.
They really blended with the stars. That's nice.
Baby
They're
bullets.
slightly brighter. Oh, also this level, which I always hated.
So is this like WarioWare for shmups?
If I remember correctly, it was like a key feature that I was like, oh, it's like 5 games in one.
Okay.
Yep, that's totally true.
Ah.
You're not staring at the same screen the whole time.
Also, I wonder if that had anything to do with helping, like, burn-in or anything. Oh, I always thought that the laser... So I always thought that the beams actually hurt you. I guess it's the first time I found out that actually they don't.
I like how you can spend like hundreds of dollars on recording equipment for stream, but then you can stream this game and just have your audio assaulted.
Yeah. There's some things you just can't avoid if you're doing this kind of work. Oh yeah, there's the flagship.
Yeah, I'm not hearing the voice synthesis at all.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna try and run it because it was crashed in other MAMEs, so I think I might need to try it in a different emulator.
Now, if you shoot a chunk of the ship after it comes off, you get bonus points.
Huh. Oh, also, my score's there. That's about it. Let me actually try something real quick.
Yeah, see that little tiny exhaust port where the missiles come out of the ship. If you hit that with a missile, it blows the entire flagship up, and then it just rolls over again. So that's pretty much the whole game.
See if I can get this to work.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this has a lot. This is voice synthesis. It's got 5 different levels. You can buy extra lives. Lots of innovations for the time period.
Okay, come on, work with me.
I believe in you.
Mhm.
Wikipedia says the Galaxian level was left out of the ports.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Weird
also,
that.
there's a. They must have added a BIOS in one of the later versions of MAME that I have. Okay, so let me try running GORF in a different.
Video games are good.
Mhm.
Oh, this might actually work. Oh, also, you can. Oh. Why are you no longer showing up? Yep.
Some beautiful noise. It's my noise band, GORF.
Please don't die. Please don't win.
Okay, so that is apparently not working.
That is a nightmare.
Yeah,
A nightmare and a
let's,
half.
Let's go there. Okay.
Okay, so let's put it under Robby Roto.
I would still play this over Rocky Roto.
Oh, definitely. Just
Yeah.
mute it. Just turn off the audio. And
I think it's better than Monty on the Run.
Let's see. Like, if I were to, like, if I were to think, like, if I could get it to work properly, like, I think, like, a lot of that was just the fact that it was such weird hardware that's kind of hard to see. But just as a game itself, it's certainly
As a game
fine.
itself, it seemed alright. Would you rather play this or Punchball Mario Bros?
Like, I am... Where did we put Where's Galaxian? Where did that end up?
You passed it.
You passed it.
Oh, there it is. Part of me still says... Ooh, let me think about that.
Just turn off the sound. It's
I
very
think
easy.
I would rather play...
Like, I would play that over, like, Kaneko Monogatari.
Mhm.
You'd rather play Food Fight.
I'd rather play Jetpack,
Part
but
of
I
me
can be
would rather
sold
play Food
on
Fight
above that.
because there is the fascinating face in Food Fight.
Mhm.
This might just be my nostalgia talking then. Alright. So you're gonna rate it above or below Galaxian?
I would vote below.
Like, I would...
It's a hard choice because the game itself seems like it plays fine. It's just, oh my god, the audio is a nightmare.
Mhm.
Part of me wants to, at one point, invalidate Alien Syndrome, because I forgot why that game is so low.
I think it's one of those ones that we've just fucking gone through so
actually,
many that it just,
I can see why. It's because it was done in episode 9 of Ranking of Shmups.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, as
also
I said,
cheap.
It's one of those ones that's just down there because we've been through so much that just the natural drift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, GORF may be several things, but I wouldn't call it cheap.
No, it was. I would definitely not call it cheap. How about in between Radom, Bungling Bay, and Laser Blast?
Yeah.
I mean, it is better than Laser Blast, so yeah.
I think just. I will put that there.
Okay.
Maybe one day I'll finally get it to work properly.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it again. Oh.
As near as I can tell, it's running on arcade hardware. It's like 4 years old, so it's pretty amazing.
Oh, that's the wrong one. And that I'll also call. Well, actually, no, that is. And for all intents and purposes, I would call it balanced.
Do you have a tag for like a landmark or something like that? Like or a milestone?
I do, but I don't know if I'd put it for this. Like, it did a lot of neat things, but I would not call it, like...
Notable.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. I mean, like the original arcade system was very impressive to people at the time.
Thank you for the
Like
rating.
it does, like it's like 5 games in one, and had a light show and sound and speed sound, and a lot of razzle dazzle. But I could see that would poorly age after 1981.
Yeah.
So thanks for the raid.
And thank you for the sub.
Mhm.
Let's see. Like/dislike.
I think it's visually interesting, but I think you
Yeah,
guys
the audio.
makes your eyes bleed.
Yeah, I think the audio, I think I will put on right there.
At least it has audio cues of when certain things are happening on the screen, but then you guys will say, but it sounds horrible, so I want to hear it.
Yes, that's kind of, at least at the
I mean,
point that
oh
I
man,
am.
it does a basic thing of audio cues because thing happened. That's great. But also,
mean-
they're fucking awful.
It's not a basic thing in 1981.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's just that, yeah, it's neat that it does it. But I wish it did it a little bit pleasantler. Actually, maybe I bumped it. You know, actually, how about we phrase that as audio levels? It feels a little
Yeah.
quieter. And then art.
The art seems fine.
Yeah.
It looks cute. And it's got cute little Easter eggs, like when the GORF bounces out at the beginning of the screen, if you shoot it, you get extra points. So you actually, it still puts all the aliens on the screen, but you get extra points. And then later, GORF starts showing up mysteriously in other levels, either jumping across the screen, or when you loop and do the flagship level again, there's little GORFs on top of it that attack you. So
Okay.
it's a cute game.
So yeah, I would that's kind of where I'd put it for GORF. So there's that. Okay, so let me do this and this. So it is time to move on to another person. The person we are moving on to next. Let me get my thing up so I can do a proper introduction. I believe this is the next person. I remember how to... Yes. So, the next person that we are going to be taking a look at is... Let me change the picture. Is her. This is Rebecca Heineman. Rebecca got her start. She was a developer at the time, she worked at. Actually, no. She, as well as a few other people, well, I should phrase it like this. She was a founding member of the company Interplay. So some of the things that she originally started working on was she worked on the original Bard's Tale. She worked on a adventure game by the name of Task Times in Tone Town. Worked on several other Bard's Tale, such as Bard's Tale 3, Thieves of Fate, and also Dragon Wars. She was also involved in a lot of porting to various things. She ported Crystal Quest over to the Apple IIgs. And also... Oh, wow, actually... Huh. Actually, I just realized let me take a look at something real quick. Because actually, I just realized there might be an overlap with another person we're going to be taking a look at.
Ooh.
What twist?
Oh, yes, there is. Okay. Also, I just realized I have my... Let me check. Yeah, I just realized I'm doing some of this out of order. Huh. Oh, well. Anyway. So. Yeah, actually, I am doing this out of order. Oops. Let me do this. Ignore me. Okay, so yes, we are not actually going to be taking a look at Rebecca quite yet. We are going to be taking a look at, excuse me, one of her coworkers, and that is her. And this is Catherine Mataga. At least I believe that is what I believe that's how you pronounce it. So, yes, she she actually got her start working on quite a few companies. One of her first things that she worked on, or places she worked at, was a company by the name of Synapse Software, where she developed the game that we're going to be taking a look at now. So let me do this. So this is a game that I have not actually heard of until recently, because this really was more of a Commodore 64 game. Although, I did not also realize that until later that it actually got ported to the Game Boy Color and to the iOS, apparently relatively recently. Proper note. And here. So, let's turn this off. This, and let me get this loaded up. And here. So, this... Don't do this. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. So this is in fact a Commodore 64 game. And this is Shamus. And it's apparently on tape.
Wow.
That's Shamus Plus, though. It's just a remaster.
It is because it is oh, whoops. Actually, you know what? I think we are going to have to sit here and wait for it to load, or not. Yeah.
It's an authentic experience, Lolo.
Okay. So this is a tape version of the game, and the Shamus Plus is because, like a lot of Commodore 64 stuff, you'll find, Ass presents Shamus. This is it is a bootloaded, or it is a trainer version.
Where's the cool chiptune?
They cheaped it out on this one.
Wow, ass can't believe you wouldn't give us some tunes.
Yeah, Shamus is a nickname for detective.
Oh, whoops. I think I hit the wrong button.
So proud of you.
Commodore 64 stuff's kind of weird in RetroArch.
Can't wait for you to do Project Firestart.
That is on the list.
Yeah.
I think if I do it... There we go. Sign up software.
Sure was a noise. So it's a bit loud.
Yep. So yes, this is a port that was done by Jack L. Thornton. Yes. Also, this was pre-transition. So yes. Let's go ahead and hit the button. So here are our cast of characters. Go. So if I... Right now we're on Original and Novice, so that sounds good. So what this game is it is basically kind of a version of like Berserk or Frenzy. If you remember those games. Also, whenever you kill everything, everything speeds up.
Right, because it doesn't devote processor cycles anymore.
God damn it.
Okay, but why can't Shamus crawl?
We get that reference.
God, this has kind of the movement of, like, if you've ever seen the original Castle Wolfenstein. Also, it's Friendly Fire.
That's pretty alright, actually.
They don't waste any time. They start shooting as soon as you show up.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like Berserk where you can get it to, like, that they're always shooting. Oh, damn it.
Well, yeah, Berserk pauses when you enter the room. This does not.
So is that a life counter in the upper right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's horrifying.
Come on. There we go. Nope.
Damn.
Get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. Is that the... I take it that's the evil auto equivalent?
I guess so.
Oh, jeez. Those things are fast.
Because I would have thought this would have been on the Atari first.
I think it was. Oh, not like Atari 2600?
No, the 800 line. Let me check.
I think it might have been.
The shadow!
Let's try another one.
Yeah, it originally started on the Atari 8-bit line.
Die right away, good.
It's easier for me to get the Commodore 64 to run than the Atari line.
Wow, there was a Game Boy Color port.
Yep.
There are 128 rooms.
Hold on.
Should have anticipated that,
God damn it.
Lolo. And that.
I miss it. I kind of wish that the enemies did the same thing that they did in Berserk, where if they run to a wall, they die.
Where's the challenge in that?
God damn it!
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've seen enough of this.
I think I could go for another 5 minutes of you slamming your head against the wall.
Quite literally in this case. Well, actually, because let's see, we have some additional maps. So if I do this,
So weren't you like good at Quake back in ye olden days?
kinda.
You should be good at this. This is basically top-down Quake.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the skills kind of carry over. Okay, so let's see. I believe we have Holmes,
Okay.
Clouseau, Marlowe, Bomb, or that's Bond, and original. Let's do Clouseau.
Yeah.
Let's see. Or that guy.
Also, you mind showing off the harder difficulties because you only tried novice and kind of curious how it scales.
Oh, let's. Okay. Let's try. Oh, damn it. Let's see. Let's see. We got novice, advanced, experienced, expert. Which difficulty should we try?
Let's try experienced.
Okay. Oh. Okay, Clouseau and experienced. Oh wow, that's a lot faster.
Mm-hmm. Gotta become an expert real quick.
No, that's the hard difficulty.
The walls touch me, or touching the walls kills me because this is based on Berserk. Also, it seems like it just makes the game like run faster because everything is pulsating a lot faster.
And there's also more enemies per map.
Yeah. Well, the pulsating is pretty simple. They just edit the tiles. They just bit shift.
God damn it. Okay, let's try one more time. God.
But making you die instantly when you hit the walls is easier than programming actual collision detection.
Wish your shots were a bit wider.
Yeah, that's the thing where, like, it has the narrow, shot thing that Berserk has, except it doesn't. You also don't have the fun thing where your sprite also has a gap in it, so that you can have shots go through your neck and still live.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I just realized I restarted. Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Shamus. Shamus.
I'm pretty sure it's Shamus.
Shamu.
We did do Berserk, didn't we?
No, I don't think we did.
Mm-hmm.
I could have
I know we
sworn at
did.
one point we did Berserk. Oh. Yeah, Berserk.
Well, what
Oh,
category
Lair.
is this? The resist or whatever?
Oh yeah, that's why. That was a fucking ranking of shmups one.
Yeah, that's...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And I would rather play Berserk over this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I would probably play like I'm kind of thinking in between the Steel Empire and Thunder Scepter.
Yeah.
Which I can't believe. Oh, did we really rank that in episode 2? Huh. It's gotta be mistype. Okay. 4, and that came out in 1980. What do my notes say?
Something or other.
Mm-hmm.
82.
1980X.
That is by App Software. Back to shmup. Let's just call that high concept. And let's call it expert. Okay, so what kind of any likes slash also content. Activity?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of like slash dislike?
Yeah, I don't have much. It really looks like an early 8-bit PC game.
It does. I don't know if there's what else I could think to put in there. Like, well, there's one thing, and it's just kind of a thing. I don't like the fact you can just immediately get shot the moment that you spawn.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of cheap. So yeah, I think that's probably all I'd put. Okay. So, with that, let's move on to our next game, which this is actually not so much a game that we're going to be ranking. It's more one that I kind of just want to take a look at just out of fascination, because this is a game that that Catherine worked on.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she apparently moved on to Digital Eclipse, and this is a game that she programmed for the Game Boy Color. And it's a game we've already looked at. We're just going to be taking a look at a different version of it. Because this is actually surprisingly similar to the original. Right here. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. This is Dragon's Lair. By Digital Eclipse. In English. Yep. It's Dragon's Lair. And it's not like one of those weird ports that it's like some sort of adventure game or like action game. No, it's Dragon's Lair. And yep, there's Catherine Mataga right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. But yeah, it's Dragon's Lair.
Wow.
Whoop.
Good scream.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you don't know what the prompts are, you just have to guess the buttons.
Yep, this is not one of the ones where it gives you a direct prompt. Oh, you have to be incredibly tight on that timing.
I like the little fanfare when you succeed.
Yep. Oh, nope, wrong direction. Whoop.
You know, this is actually a pretty faithful recreation.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah, like holy shit.
You know, when you say, like, Dragon Slayer for the Game Boy Color, you expect, like, maybe like a
That
side
really-
scroller that's supposed to like kind of follow it, but not actually be it. But it's just Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, or a crappy conversion of the NES game.
Yeah,
Well,
Was
it
the-
is like weirdly faithful.
Was
I like
this
this part of Go ahead.
was the original like this fast between screen transitions as well? Like it feels like
No.
there's zero downtime.
Depends. The Laserdisc units used to start to fail, and the units were extra janky.
The hell? Well, okay. Okay, let's.
But yes, the answer is yes. It wasn't quite so smooth because it was reading off a laser disc.
Okay. Oh, there's.
And was switching scenes on it.
Wow, the timing is so...
Yeah, it's weird.
But I
'cause
love
sometimes
that
there's
spot
yeah.
every time.
like sometimes there's a really weird pause, but also it's violating the kind of one of the core things where it's like if something glows, it usually means that you need to use a sword. Whoa, go.
Right.
Munch.
Or sometimes you just get completely. Oh. Yeah. What?
Are
Okay.
you pushing
So
up?
I am there. Okay, it's left.
That's weird.
Whoop. Oh?
Do you need to just leave?
Yeah, let's try that. Let's.
It's not right.
Like I'm.
Because the sword kills it, right?
Yeah, it should. I feel like there's something that's like there's in the actual game there was another frame that kind of made more sense on what we're supposed to do, but okay, let's let's try this a little bit further back. Okay. Left?
And then up.
That's
That's
oh,
death.
down. Oh, and then it's right. The problem is there's one death animation for that room.
Yeah, that's not good.
Is there like where you're doing something right or wrong?
That was
You are supposed to kill this
excruciating.
guy.
It does make the a different noise depending upon like if you make a bad input or not.
I think you have to you go up and then wait for the guys to appear on the... Oh, or you're getting out of there already.
Go.
I guess you just leave. Yeah, normally there's 4 guys in there.
Yep, and then it's that. Oh, nope, and then it's up. Up, then it. Okay, then it's left. Oh,
I love the spider on the face.
oh, this one. Is
There's like no transition. What the?
there we go.
Yeah, that's not fair because you have to wait for it to transition before you're allowed. This is like too fast.
Yeah.
Also, perspective's really weird here because he had to do. Oh. Wow.
So God, these noises are far more horrifying on these tinny garbage speakers.
So, are you gonna add the death scream as notification
can
if somebody invalidates a ranking?
Okay, what the hell is that? Oh.
Eh,
Oh, it's because I was pre. There we go.
You were.
Yeah, I was hitting it too early.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like no time to react.
Don't worry, Marsh. Like no one's keeping up with what's going on.
Oh, then I have to.
Yeah, especially with like time wizard shenanigans.
Like even without it, this is nigh
Actually,
incomprehensible.
also, one thing I should do is actually this. Turn this back
It makes
on.
it more incomprehensible, which you didn't think was possible, but it is.
Like I appreciate how faithful they were to the original game, but also it feels way too fast.
Yeah.
That's the power of the Game Boy Color.
Mm-hmm.
I love this room. You just leave.
Just fucking out of here.
Was there a Hanna-Barbera cartoon?
There was,
based
yes.
on this?
I don't think it was Hannah Brown. I think it was Ruby Spears, but semantics.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Phil was the voice of Singe the Dragon.
Huh.
James Avery.
And they kind of kept the death sequences in the cartoon because it wasn't something along the line like he does something stupid and dies, and it's like, oh yeah, but like if he did that would be dumb, but if he does this, then it'll work out.
But they didn't actually show him being electrocuted or anything like that. They would cut away before that. I forget, did this let you select the difficulty?
No.
Okay. Because it seems to be like if you die, it pushes you through the event.
No, it does the arcade thing where it resets, or you have to do random group.
Okay. Oh, the wind, oh my god.
Snack.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking rude.
The hell's it? Oh? Oh? There we go, that's right.
Ooh,
Good lord.
that was a
no
stream.
time.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
This is like far more incomprehensible than the original game.
Mm-hmm.
This level's
holy-
incomprehensible.
Yeah, like holy shit, it's hard to get a feel for what you're supposed to do here.
Same though.
Also, how tight are the reaction windows?
Extremely.
All that power in the Game Boy Color.
Are you
It's like
sure?
a split second.
Yeah, you sure you don't have this accelerated or something?
I think I do.
The animation seemed normal.
It also, because sometimes. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Run, Lola, run!
Yeah, holy crap, they give you any time at all.
Jesus.
Then you run out of the room. Right. Oh god, this again.
We'll never get enough. Ah, but you see it's mirrored this time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of mirroring in the original, too.
Yeah, I love that they kept all the mirror rooms.
I mean, it's easy padding.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Dirk.
Just replaying the same scene over and over.
It's his own special Groundhog's Day.
Hell yeah, whirlpools.
Just suddenly we're here.
Yeah, a lot of the transitions are missing. That's a shame.
To be fair, the
Pretty
original
bad.
game was pretty incomprehensible too, but yeah.
Yeah,
Well, this isn't helping.
frankly, I'm waiting for Time Gal for the Game Boy Color.
You have to
Damn.
push up when you get to the to clear.
I mean, imagine the tinny speakers doing
Oh my
her.
God. Ah.
I was waiting for this.
All right, Marble
Finally.
Madness. Let's do this.
You have to get hit by a marble. I want to see what it looks like.
Okay. Oh, just like that.
Okay, that's pretty good though. Some of these sprites
Oh,
are
whoa.
fucking horrifying.
Wow! Oh my
The
god!
finest of Don
They don't
Bluth.
waste any time. It's a Lizard King already.
What's the
Left.
Oh,
He drags you off. We don't know what he's gonna do with you. I think it's always right.
This is awesome.
You'll get your sword back eventually, I'm
And then
sure.
sword, sword, sword. Nope, it's not working.
Hit the little jerk.
I
nope,
like his
got-
face, the little guy.
Does it penalize you if you hit early?
Yes.
See, that's the problem. The original arcade, it did not. You just hammer that sword button like mad.
Kermad is the new word that we should all be using.
Hell yeah, just mirror the fucking forge scene.
Weren't you in this room before?
Yes. There is some mirroring.
There's a lot of mirroring.
Gameplay length.
Oh, to be fair, this is like a short arcade experience and I'm trying to sell it on a hand.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Somebody different in the tracing job that day.
So sometimes the colors don't look right, and it's really good.
It looked like it was like a debug view in a fighting game, so you could see your hitboxes.
Hey, you don't grab the chain. It's a trap. You go left.
There we go.
Iggy, this is basically a hyperspeed version of those RPG Maker horror games that constantly kill you for, like, you know, examining an item and shit.
Ah, the Sierra experience.
This is the esports version of Witch's House.
God, the screaming is so awful yet so beautiful.
I think the screaming is the best part of this game.
Also, man, the colors in this are beautiful.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Okay,
God.
Lolo, I
Okay, well,
beg you to stop doing
I want to hear that scream again.
No, please. I can't.
Okay.
Bear needs to record it so that he can have it for.
Jesus God.
That is the best scream so far. If I ever make a horror game, I'm gonna sample that for a jump scare.
Just beautiful screams of the damned.
Just beautiful fucking white noise.
Terrifying.
Thank you for an idea for my horror game named Horror. It's gonna call it White Noise.
Oh no.
Hell yeah, this but mirror.
Yes.
Oh, it's...
What does
I
he even
wonder-
do to you? Like, what happens?
You get electrocuted.
Electrocutes you?
Yeah. Which doesn't look as impressive on a like 160 by 200 screen.
That was a
But,
good
like, this
scream,
is-
though.
This is infinitely worse in this version.
This one it seems you have a little bit of leniency to mash though.
It's a shame. It
Long wind up there.
wouldn't have been that hard to put in prompts.
There is a tutorial mode, which apparently is just the game. Maybe that one actually has the prompts.
Maybe we should look at that.
Oh, whoop.
Just peek in the speakers.
Oh, here we go.
Hell yeah, the dragon.
Wait, what's the... I thought it's left.
Maybe it's up.
Yeah, that was left as well.
It's a very specific timing. Oh?
Maybe it's sword.
No, it's not sword.
Your sword.
Oh. There we go. It was up. What?
It's a good pixelated dragon.
Oh, it's rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good and yet so goofy.
There we go.
Oh wait, can it actually kill you when it falls down?
No.
I don't think so. Yay!
Nice.
Then that was it.
Good
There.
job.
That was Dragon Slayer for the Game Boy Color.
You said there was a tutorial mode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, now do loop 2.
No.
And they do Time
Oh.
Gal for the Game Boy Color. Or Super
Okay, so there is.
Don
Okay,
Quixote.
so there is a mode that just straight up tells you what the things are.
Okay. Well, that's
Nice.
Okay.
Air quotes training.
Okay.
yeah. Well, that would get around some of the what the hell am I supposed to do here, but not the timing issues.
Okay. So yeah, that was Dragon Slayer for the Game Boy Color. I don't think we
It
need to rank
sure
that.
was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
It's like
Uh,
Dragon's Lair, but worse.
yeah, it's just a fascinating kind of thing that I felt deserved to be showed off.
Yeah, no, it was weirdly true to the original, but the
So
Amazing technical marvel.
So yes. Now we move on to another person. And this person is Daniel Bunton-Berry. So basically, she has kind of an interesting story. Basically, let me get this up. Bunton-Berry. Okay. So, she got her start working at a company by the name of Ozark Softscape, I believe.
Yeah.
Where she developed some games like Seven Cities of Gold, I believe it is Heart of Africa is the sequel. A bunch of strategy games. But she kind of had a vision of where games should kind of go. Because this quote right here, where it's gee, I wish I had spent more time alone with my computer, is actually part of a longer quote. Basically, in her concept of she really wanted to develop more multiplayer games, she basically said, and I forgot exactly what the context was, but basically, yeah, no one's going to be on their deathbed and say, gee, I wish I had spent more time alone with my computer. Which basically was kind of her design philosophy, because she worked on a bunch of multiplayer games, like Seven Cities Gold, and also the game that we are going to work on, or take a look at now. And this is...
Seven Cities of Gold is not multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Wikipedia, you
That
fucker.
never happens.
It's totally not multiplayer.
Okay. Anyway, this game that we're going to take a look at definitely is. Because the game we're taking a look at is a game called M.U.L.E.
Yeah!
So this game is kind of fascinating. It's going. I'm going to be taking a look at the NES version because it's the one that I can actually get to run properly, or more consistently, I guess. Because they all are kind of the same versions.
Pretty much.
But yes. So let me load this up real quick. I don't think I have this. Okay, so it's gonna take its sweet time to load.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. And here we go.
Behold this beautiful creature.
That is the M.U.L.E.
Mm-hmm.
The M.U.L.E., I believe it is the multi-use land. Oh, it's let's see.
Animal.
Animal.
It is the multiple use labor element.
Yep.
What a terrible name.
And so
that fantastic theme.
So here's the thing. This is actually kind of a board game in a weird way.
Alrighty.
And I believe you can play this on one controller. And I believe we have 4 people in this call.
Oh,
You're 4 people in this call.
It's going to be a little
We
difficult
have more
to do
than
the,
4.
auctions. Those happen in real time.
Oh, okay, then let's just do one player.
We have 5 people.
Let's
Probably
all
just
play
do one
runs.
player.
Okay, let's do
But only
beginner.
5. Below doesn't count.
Mhm.
If you do beginner, there's going to be no Crystite, or so there's fewer resources. But we're just showing the game off today.
Yeah. Okay, so what species should we be? Oh, let's see.
You should be the bird because the bird starts with more money.
Well, let's take a look at. Let's see. We got the Mectron. We got Gollumer. Got the Packer.
Yeah,
The Spheroid.
that's the best animations.
Humanoid. Wait, what? They start $400 less because they are too smart.
That's the handicapping class.
Okay.
So that's a nice option that they have handicapping built
Legite.
into the game.
I would rewrite it to they have $400 less because they're millennial.
From the Board Drop Galaxy.
Voyage
Awesome.
drop, yeah.
Boyd.
All flappers was even extra. $600
Blard.
in the nest egg.
How dare you say what I was saying? Lars.
So the game has built-in handicapping, which was a very nice touch for a board game.
Okay,
So-
the upper right one is the best.
Packer.
Yes, the Packer.
When they don't gobble their
Packer
crop.
won the Super Bowl.
Okay, so let's be the Packer.
Powerful boy.
Oh,
Oh, It talks.
This one's
also,
name is Tom
we are
Brady.
landing on planet Errata, which is totally not Atari backwards.
Now,
It's really good.
when the land grab starts, try to grab something on the river.
Okay.
Just can't wait for the Packers to win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Just deflate everybody else's hopes.
Super Bowl.
Okay, the ship will be back in 6 months. Okay. It's up near the... Does it have to be on the river or near the river?
You want on the river.
I heard a cat.
Yeah. The river is the most fertile for farming. Open spaces are the best for solar arrays.
Oh, it grabbed one.
You only get one grab. Once you enter picked, everyone else picks. Notice everyone's grabbed. Well, most guys are going to grab the river.
Except for
Some of
that
them
one
might grab the
asshole.
mountains. I don't think that mining is. Sorry, we're still doing ore. So yeah, ore is still a thing. Crystite is something you have to look for. It's the hidden resource
Your
that's not
child
in
was
the beginner
bitten
game.
by a bat lizard, and the hospital bill cost you $100.
Fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously this is not set in Sweden.
$175 gambling. Okay, plus. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so
So
I
the
have.
time limit in the upper right.
Okay, so let's.
You need to get a mule because you don't have one. So go to the mule corral.
Gripping meta gameplay in M.U.L.E.
Now take it to the farm outfitting. All right. Now leave the screen. I think you go off either the bottom or the right. Run to your plot, which is the blue one, and I guess you press the button.
Called?
All right. Run back to the base. Find the pub.
Huh?
And then the amount of time you have left increases how much you might actually win gambling.
Oh, okay.
That's the basics of the game. You grab a mule, install it in the plot, and then go. There are 3 resources in the game where there's food, there's ore, which is in the mountains, and then there's solar collectors for energy that you put in the open plains. And that's the basics. Now, I think in this version of the game, you can hunt the wumpus. Did you see that in the manual?
I don't think I saw anything about hunting a wumpus.
So,
Hunt the Wumpus.
if you watch the mountains, every now and then a cave would open up, and if you
Oh no.
move on to the cave... Oh, yep, sucks to be you. I think they ate all your food, didn't they?
What a bunch of fuckers.
Hunt the wumpus, not hump the wumpus.
Want
Yeah,
the hump
Humpus the Wumpus.
And if you catch the wumpus, you get extra money.
Crap.
You want to buy.
Oh.
So you don't have any to sell, so you can't actually sell.
Oh, right.
Okay, so you can walk up to bid higher, and he's walking down to bid lower. And see, he's trying to tease you into coming up to buy his stuff.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, and notice the bank will automatically buy his ore at 50 units. So if that's the floor. Now, if you
Okay.
want to buy, you pretty much don't have to buy Smith ore in the basic version of the game. At least I don't think so. It's been a while since I played this. I haven't played this in 20 years. And Smith ore doesn't spoil. Food spoils.
Okay.
So previous amount. No, you guys ate food. None of it spoiled. Oh, some of it's spoiled because there's too much of it. Okay, and you didn't produce any food, so you actually don't have any food a lot of food to sell.
Okay.
So you might not elect to sell any, but probably don't need to buy any either.
Okay, so I'll
Mhm.
just stay still.
If you're hungry, like you don't have enough food, you get less time on your turn. So yeah, food, everyone needs to eat that to survive, or we need to actually build mules, and energy you'll also need to power your mules. So we're going to have to start building either probably some energy stuff pretty soon. And this is pretty much the whole game, this kind of real-time auctioning, buying and selling. What's neat about the game is if you might hoard everything and try to screw everybody over. But if everyone is doing too poorly, the entire colony will be canceled and you all lose.
Huh.
So how do you win?
You have to profit as much as possible without screwing everybody over too much. If you build too much of a monopoly and screw the whole colony, you'll lose. That rarely happens, but it can happen. Like, if you're really just a jerk. Plus, there's random events, and in the advanced game, it's not panning for gold, it's looking for crystite, where you're looking for the veins of crystite, which is a very expensive good to sell.
So should I just get that last one, the river?
I would suggest that, well, watch what the computer does, because the computer might grab it before you do. Looks like it's all yours. Grab the last river tile. Okay, by the way, I love this game.
Lost. Oh, wow. Huh.
Wow, that just holy shit.
So your turn's going to be the same drill. Buy a mule, put it on your land plot, run back. Oh, yep. Okay, farm it. Oh, yeah, outfit it. That's why I won't let you leave. And now this is pretty easy. Like, you guys might be looking at this, it's pretty easy, but you're not playing on one of the harder difficulty levels where there'd be fewer mules and shorter time limits. Plus, also, mules can, like, break down or get lost, so you might have to run to several plots to put stuff on them. Like, eventually, time pressures build up.
Oh, wow. Well, that guy's...
Yep.
That guy's screwed.
Yep.
Guys just not having good luck.
Like I just mentioned, that mule, now he's got, on his next turn, he'll have to put mules on 2 different plots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good news is you're one of the few people with food, so you're going to want to sell, and then those guys are going to want to buy from you, because I think Greeny doesn't actually have any food at all, so he's going to starve unless he comes up to buy some food. And you're going to have to outrace the other guys. See, it says shortage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he can buy from the store at 50, so you'll have to be below 50.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you sold all your units to him. Okay, yeah, he's got enough food now, so he's not buying. But remember, some, like, food and energy spoils, so you can't hoard it too much.
Take all the food.
Yeah, and I think it's going to tell you that you're short on energy.
Yep.
Right, so you're going to have to buy. So the store will sell you at 45, but one of these guys might go lower. Now, this isn't very exciting when it's just a computer, but when you're playing with people and they can move up and down in real time, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
By the way, you're not buying anything, are you?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
right.
haven't been buying anything.
Oh, whoops.
You have to go above the baseline.
Yeah, you gotta go above
I
10.
thought I was at the... There.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I think I have to
Yeah, you have to walk up.
push the bar up a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I can min-max it by... Oh. There we go.
Not quite.
Yeah, make sure you don't buy too much. So
Consume.
it captures that kind of stock market type feeling. And especially when, like, something is short and you have to compete with 2 people, it's funny watching people do the dance of up top of, like, going back and forth to convince people to do stuff.
I kind of actually want to see a straight up board game of this, including that part with
So,
bidding.
Apparently, in 2015, someone actually did make a board game of this.
Yeah, it'd be hard to do the auction in real time, but I guess you could.
You could. Board games have been more and more kinetic and weird lately.
Yeah, but a lot of the elements. This is a good synthesis between board game and computer game, because the running around to outfit the mules and that kind of time challenge, as well as wumpus hunting, goes a long way.
Hunt us the Wumpus.
So apparently, Daniel Button wanted to port this to the Sega Genesis, but apparently there was an issue with Sega saying that because you don't shoot anybody in the game, they wouldn't let them do it.
Nice.
Because since there's no shooting.
Sega knows what's up.
So I
games.
should probably get an energy outfitting one, right?
If you have an energy plot, yeah.
Oh.
How do you know you got an energy plot?
Energy plots are empty. If it's got... you can do anything on any plot.
Oh, actually, so I got a mining plot.
Yeah. You can do anything on any plot, but the mountain ones are better at mining, and the empty ones are better at energy, and the river ones are better at food. But you can do anything you want on any plot. That you'll see the production dots. The mystery one is Crystite, which is only in the advanced game, which is no one knows where the Crystite veins are, so you have to spend time outfitting mules to go look for it. Or doing surveys to go look for it. Not my fault. You don't
Looked like it.
did it.
Wait, why is there a thing over there?
It's not your plot, Lolo. Why are you trespassing?
Okay, let's...
It's not your plot.
Yeah, and even though this is an adorable game, it was a terrible seller when this came out.
Yeah, I think it's. They said that it only sold like 300 or 30,000.
Only 30,000 copies, and it's one of like the original EA titles.
Yeah, because it's also interesting because this game apparently was hugely influential. Like, apparently Shigeru Miyamoto saw this game and was actually inspired to create Pikmin from it.
Yeah.
So is it me, or is like Discord being kind of choppy?
It is.
Being choppy. Try switching servers.
Oh wow, StarCraft 2 has mules in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did change that. Yep.
Yeah, according to Wikipedia, Bunton reported in 1994 that Sega would let them release it, and they
Hold on.
unless they put in guns and bombs.
Oh, I don't have any Smithore. Okay. I don't need any.
There is a homebrew of this game that you can play over the internet.
Huh.
There's actually several, but there some of the emulators. But now I think people use a lot of emulators these days to do it.
Yeah, I could do. You could probably do Parsec with this or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you do the 4-player auction with 2 players.
This probably supports a multi-tap.
Yeah, with the 8-bit computers, 2 players would use joysticks and 2 players would use the keyboards. Because the only time it's 4 players, it's just up and down. So one player would like use AZ, and the other one would use like whatever's on the right hand side of the keyboard and just up and down. But this is pretty much the whole game. I'm not seeing a lot of global events. I'm only seeing like single player events in this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the globals don't happen at this basic level in the NES, but this is pretty much the whole game. So yeah, it's got cute graphics. It's got an interesting GUI you can understand, and the music's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
In the few times you actually hear it.
No, it just. Okay, so let's do one more turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna take that one because I'll have to get an energy plot.
You're gonna have to stop Gandhi from dropping the nukes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's honestly like the beginning version. Like, there's no mule shortage. Oh, your first player. Go for it. You can go off the left side.
Let's see.
Yep. And fun if you're not on your own plot and you push the button to drop off a mule, it just runs away.
Huh.
Nice.
Time to gamble.
Hell yeah, 244.
Yeah, I think I saw the Wumpus Cave on the lower right.
Oh, let's see.
He's hiding in his Wumpus room.
Yeah, you see a little
Wumpus
drop the
room.
mule and run to the lower right. Do you see the little black dot?
Oh, yeah. I'm there.
Really?
Transferring. Wait.
Do you have mules on all your plots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you get to the Wumpus womb?
If you the little black dot in the lower right. Oh wait, maybe I'm mistaken.
I think
All right.
I don't see. I did not see one on.
Yeah, I
Let
don't
me-
see anything there.
Let me enlarge this. Okay, maybe the Wumpus doesn't appear in this. If a little cave appears in one of the mountains, that's the Wumpus. The problem is you don't see it in the computer's turn because the computer just blips over everything. Ah, dead moose rat.
$100 for one hide.
Mm-hmm. It's good hide.
Not every day you find a moose rat. You know, I was wondering why the plot icons are scattered like that, and then I remember, oh wait, you can't show more than 8 sprites on a single scan line.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Yep.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah, pirates are terrible that way.
Mm-hmm.
Can you stop them? Or is it
Nope.
unstoppable?
They are unstoppable. There are good events too, but I haven't seen any. Like the radiation storm, if it happens on a farm plot, kills all the food. But if it happens on an energy plot, you get extra energy. So yeah, it literally is just a board game. Well, guess who's got all the food?
eh.
Yeah.
Better sell some.
Make them come to you. Don't forget to go below 50.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guy.
Make them beg for that food. You dirty capitalist swine.
Fucking work for it, bitch.
Hey, you want some more? Hey.
Can't believe Lolo has
Hey, you want some more?
So you need to sell some to the bank or it'll spoil.
Yep.
The bank buys at 15.
You need to buy. You need
You
to
need to
sell
go all the way
back.
down. They sell to the
okay.
bank.
traitor to socialism.
Okay.
Can you believe this guy?
Hey, Bobinator.
I know.
Hey.
Hey,
This is exactly like Sid Meier's non-Alpha Centauri, the other one, the bad one.
capitalism.
Spaceships?
Yeah, Civilization.
Beyond Earth.
After Earth.
Yeah, the bad one.
The one that I've actually played more Civilization of.
Yeah, the bad one.
You know, the bad one.
Are you
Yeah.
trying to imply that Lolo has terrible taste in video
Yes.
games?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Where am I at on this?
I think you're winning.
Yeah, I'm winning by quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Okay.
winning, Lolo?
So how many turns are there?
6. It's at 6 months. Each turn is a month. This is the basic version of the game. Longer games will take more turns, so there's more of a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Say-
Congrats
So-
on your absolute destruction.
So I'm trying to think. Based on the games that I have, we should be able to see the rest of this. Yeah, we should be fine. Oh, you prick. What was I gonna take? Fine, I'll take another energy. Well, my Smith 4 doesn't seem to be building a whole lot.
Yeah, it's a question if you want to diversify or if you want to monopolize.
Well, seemed like I was monopoly. Well, they can't get any more food. So I might
Yeah,
as well-
so- And see, in, well,
I think actually
the-
energy, because energy spoils, right? So I'd have to say
energy does spoil. See, also, we're playing like the basic version of the game. So, in advanced version, you'd be looking for the crystite, and as soon as somebody finds the vein, everyone starts running there to grab the land, and then you have to balance other kinds of production with crystite. So, the game really begins at like the higher levels.
I mean, technically, can't you just put anything on any tile?
Yeah, but if you try that, you'll notice you get like crappier production. Like if you mine on a water tile, you'll get like 1 or 0 instead of 4 food.
Mm-hmm.
So, but crystite is the high profit. It's basically the gold in the game, but no one knows where it is at the beginning. And then when you find the vein, the main vein is like 4, and then the ones next to it are 3. So everybody starts running to try and grab the land next to it. So are you producing food, or are you producing something that's only worth money? And then when the pirates show up, they steal all of it.
Awesome.
So it's hilarious.
See, good thing I went energy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there was a sequel to this.
There isn't. There were attempts to make another one, especially with network play, but sadly, Daniel Bunton passed away due to cancer.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that part. Yeah, she is no longer with us. She passed away in 1998.
Before completing the networked version.
Which actually, apparently, The Sims is actually dedicated to her.
Cancer sucks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think they gave her a Lifetime Achievement Award, too.
I believe they did.
So yeah, a lot of people like Daniel Bunton's games, but not a lot of people bought them. Sad face.
They can only afford so much.
Okay, yeah, I'm checking the manual. There is a Wumpus. I guess we just haven't seen it.
That was pretty great.
I
like
guess
how quiet we've gotten.
Well, I'm guessing the idea of like the computer board game just didn't catch on. I know Infocom tried it with Fublitsky, a game nobody remembers.
What game now?
Fublitsky. The
Never
theory
heard of it.
behind it was you're supposed to walk around a game board, do several mini games, and earn money to buy 4 objects. We were clue style trying to figure out which objects were going to win the game.
I love Mario Party.
Yeah, except you also had to win a clue game at the same time. It was not a success, and no one remembers it.
Weird that.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't there like a Mega Man board
Yes,
game?
there's Rockman. Is it Wily and Light? That's Paradise Rockboard, I believe, is the full name of that game.
Yeah.
Also,
And what's the
the one thing I remember from Jones in the Fast Lane, isn't that like third from the bottom of the Hardcore Gaming 101 like list, top 47K games?
I wouldn't doubt it. That's a weird Sierra game. So yeah, Jones in the Fast Lane will qualify. And then what do they call them on Jinsei games? The life games?
Jinsei, the life games, yes.
Yeah, those apparently are hugely popular in Japan.
Come you're going for more energy and not more
Food?
No, mining.
It's because mining's been I don't need it because I've got crap and everyone else is doing it.
Yep.
Mhm.
And empty spaces are better at energy.
Trying to monopolize.
I guess Lolo will just let everybody mind their own business.
Exactly.
Also, that energy expires while Smithor does not.
Ship is back.
Hell yeah.
Yes, this is the last turn. So,
Hey la,
so this is the last turn. Sell all your crap. I
Look at
think
all those
the
little dots.
computer is going to do selling everything.
A lot of dots. Or those pips.
Oh, did it even give you the option?
Yeah, I don't
Sell!
Oh,
Hell!
Why are
What
you
are
not
you doing?
selling?
I don't think I had any.
You have
Yeah.
one.
You have one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you have a lock on this game, but yeah.
Can't believe Lolo's really good at board games.
It's true. It's super fucked up.
So no one's gonna buy, right?
No. Because it is that's why they tell you the ship is back. It's the last turn. In fact, I'm not sure why everybody's not selling all their crap.
Oh, well,
I think it might be because stuff that you don't sell is worth points, but I'd have to. I don't know if the manual says that.
all right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Not
Yeah,
as
the
much
manual
as I
is-
was expecting, but yes. Oh wow. Okay, so that just traits.
You're the only player, so you're the one to press a button.
Well, no, it's just the fact that there's not even like, oh, hey, you won
No,
screen.
no end game screen.
Nope.
Back to the start.
You're at the top. You won.
All right.
That's M.U.L.E. That's with the exception of the speculation, which I think adds a lot to the game. That's pretty much the whole game.
Yeah. So, here's something interesting. Something that we have not done in a while. This actually goes on the luck list.
My God.
We have 4 games.
Okay, it goes to the top. We're done.
Yeah, it goes to the top.
Yeah.
Wow, that's real fucking hard. I don't know. Monopoly on the NES.
I know, right?
Wait, Casino Games is the one with the existential despair, man,
Yes,
right?
yes. Casino Games is the spare game, yes. That was 1985?
1983. The version we played is 1990, though,
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty late in NES.
Yeah.
Ah, soft scrape.
Yeah,
It's one of those things that is muscle memory because at work I work off a lot of things called web scrapes. So anytime I
Here, I thought you just hurt yourself a lot.
That too.
So do you have multiplayer strategy or strategy?
I have
Put the wrong platform. Oh, you're doing the Commodore 64?
yeah, I'm just gonna well since we did 1983 I figured I might as well just do a C64.
Well, it debuted on the Atari 8-bit.
Oh. I don't have Atari 8-bit.
Can't believe this oversight, Lolo. For now.
Alright, don't forget to go back and change it.
Mm-hmm.
I have traditional?
Do you have strategy?
Yes.
This is a strategy game.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that. Tone.
Oh, it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's adorable. Little mules walk around.
Alright. And audience is pretty balanced.
Yeah, in fact,
Yeah.
this is supposed to be friendly to children with the handicapping.
Yeah. Alright, so like/dislike.
We gotta put the music under like,
Yes.
if not love.
The theme for I would not put love, but the theme for M.U.L.E is really good.
I mean, I think the graphics are cute, but they are very basic.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand. I mean, I personally like the gameplay because I think it's at the right level of
It
complexity.
is actually, once I actually kind of understood how to play it, it is actually, for what it is actually pretty fun to play.
Yeah. I don't think it wears out its welcome.
And I can't think of any real dislikes.
No. It's a great game. Like I said, it's critically acclaimed.
Yes. Alright, so with that, that was M.U.L.E. And now we get to return to the person that we were going to take a look at earlier. Had I not screwed up the order. So this, as we go back, this is Rebecca Heinemann. One of the founding members of Interplay. Some of the kind of interesting things that she was involved with is that, or actually, did I screw up again?
You only have 2 more games. How can you screw up again?
Very easily.
Could screw up twice.
Yes, one thing I forgot to mention when with Catherine Mataga, one of her key games that she worked on, which if I had more time that I'd take a look at, that's interesting. She worked on the AOL version of Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah.
Which was the first, considered to be the first massively multiplayer online RPG. Also,
Well, first graphical one.
what?
Maybe.
Yes, outside of MUDs and the like.
Yeah.
Um,
It used an implementation of the Goldbox engine, but it was multiplayer.
yeah, I looked at some screenshots of it and I saw the word Thaco and then kind of ran away. Oh, also, yeah, that's the other thing that I forgot to that I need to mention about her is that apparently Rebecca had such a penchant for eating burgers at her desk that she now goes by the moniker of Burger Becky. Which I think is good. No, we will not be sadly, we will not be doing the 3DO version of Wolfenstein because it was hard enough for me to get these games working, getting a 3DO to work.
3DO Wolfen. Wow.
Yeah, she worked on the 3DO version of Wolfenstein.
I actually played that on an actual controller. It's a good port. It's a bad console.
Yes. So yeah, what we will be so one thing that Rebecca really did good at, I guess, was actually porting stuff. As I mentioned earlier, she did a lot of ports, and the ones we're going to be taking a look at are some SNES ports that she did at Interplay. So this next game is actually one that I've actually had this game technically on the docket to take a look at some various episodes, but the episode theme never came up, which we'll see why in a moment. This. Okay, so this is RPM Racing, which is a game that I'm not super familiar with. But let's go ahead and get this started. As said, by Interplay. So this is RPM, which stands for Radical Psycho Machine Racing.
Oh wow.
And this was originally developed by, in conjunction with Silicon and Synapse Inc., a company that you might better know as today as Blizzard Entertainment.
Gotta start somewhere.
Let's, I guess, start save game 1.
Oh wow, save games.
Okay.
Monster truck, monster truck.
You gotta do the monster truck.
Oh wait, what's that third one? At the bottom there.
Like an F1 car.
Oh yeah,
Also,
no,
it's not the monster truck.
it's not the monster truck. I apologize. Monster truck all the way.
Let's see. I guess we only have access to these. Oh, we only have $10.
Yeah, we're fucking poor.
Go ahead and start.
We spent all our money on this monster truck like a jackass.
Okay, let's, I guess, start.
So it's like RC Pro-Am, only we get to blow things up?
I guess. Well, RC Program. Oh, wow, this does not run well.
Man, who could have seen that coming?
What console is this again?
This is a SNES game.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's this game.
This looks terrible.
Because it is. You cracked the code, you figured it out.
Isn't this like... This is similar to Rock and Roll Racing, right?
This is so. This is a precursor to Rock and Roll Racing.
Okay, I know it has something to do with it.
What's the one where you race the 4 cars around the mud pit?
That is, well, there is Jeremy Iron what's it? Jeremy Iron's Super Off-Road is the arcade one, which is a
Jeremy Irons, the actor?
Is that
Excuse
yellow
me,
car stuck?
Jeremy Stewart.
Okay.
Super
Yeah,
Off-Road.
Go, Jeremy Iron!
Yeah.
Known for his acting and his racing.
Look, you gotta have hobbies.
Oh, what? Oh, I guess that's my health.
You just blew up.
You know how cars just explode when they touch the grass?
Did you come back to life?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you get for going off-road.
Apparently you just come back to life.
Can we talk about how awful this soundtrack is?
Yeah, this is like...
That's why I chose to use licensed music in Rock and Roll Racing. Which would also
This
bite them in
feels
the
like
ass
ass.
later on. Cause it is!
Yeah, this does not look fun or fast.
Nope.
How do you just explode?
I think the RPM stands for really poor and miserable.
The music is almost menacing.
It's like a boss is on its way.
Music to die to.
It's like an opening to a shmup where like the aliens are like shown blowing up a city or whatever.
Oh,
Blowing up a planet, yeah.
great.
You, the last
I didn't have
monster
enough
truck
track-
driver.
I didn't have enough momentum, so I couldn't get over the hill.
Well, the computer was having a devil of a time. Yeah, since the models are fixed with the wheels on them, there's no bounce. Everything's just so solid and clip art.
And the music and sound effects both have this
So-
weird muted sound to them.
So yes, actually, BG Noise, that's actually the reason why you're seeing, whenever I rewind, the weird bat. That is because it is using the high-res mode. I think there should have been like a thing for like SNES racing games that was basically, okay, here's the original F-Zero. If your game plays worse than this, why even bother?
It doesn't tell you what place you're in, so you have no idea how badly you're doing. Because honestly, there's no way anybody's ever going to be very good at this.
I mean, people were good at RC Pro-Am, so...
Yeah.
I stand by my statement.
But this just looks so slow.
Because it is slow.
These
Yeah.
awful guitar whales are killing me.
This is the SNES version, right?
This is the SNES version.
Oh yeah, you don't have blast processing, that's why it looks so slow.
Also, it's just making me want to play the MSU1 version of Rock and Roll Racing, which they just put the songs in, like the actual songs.
You earned $1.
Doesn't tell you how you placed. That's so weird. It doesn't tell you how you placed.
Oh. Let's see, what can I buy for $11?
Now see,
Oh,
Tyrion,
absolutely nothing.
back then, $1 was worth $1,000.
Exactly.
Wait,
Inflation got real bad.
Do I have to just play this map over and over again until I get enough money to do this track?
You have to
Yeah.
place prop high enough to get money, and
Track
then up
2
and
is
level.
as a $2 fee. You can't go.
I can,
No,
it's
because
just...
can you? Do you have to? Oh, you have $11.
Yeah,
Okay,
$11.
yeah, you can go there.
Except
Maybe
this
it
track
is-
is.
a
I think
little...
it is you play, you earn money, and then you play higher difficulties and earn more money.
Now this is an exciting track.
Yeah, it's a
This
square.
exciting track where I smack into an invisible wall.
Yeah, you can't go off-road, can you? It just says damage.
Nope. That would make this game interesting.
They'd actually have to program occlusion.
I think it's interesting that they've got the bottom camera showing off that one player.
Yeah, that's what the Top Gun did, or not Top Gun, Top Gear did that as well. Almost.
Why are there mines on the ground?
Because
Top Gun showing the other player landing on the lower screen, yeah.
So I guess you're somehow in first.
I love how impossible it is to judge depth.
Depth is for cowards.
Also, it looks like the bottom player wasn't even moving.
Yep.
I mean, the yellow player early on in the race got stuck in place for a little bit, which is why you're able to overtake him.
Just like in regular racing.
Like, it's great because even the computer players can't seem to make these turns.
Well, we know the AI doesn't cheat then.
You get good at the
Mark, what do you mean,
turns,
baby?
This music is terrible.
It's awful.
God, I just love that you.
Maybe they're going to incorporate this into Overwatch 2.
Yeah. I can't wait for it. They just replaced Diva with the cars.
No, they're gonna add this instead of Lucio Ball, and it's gonna be much more enjoyable than Lucio Ball. run a tiny SNES emulator window, and you'll have more fun than Lucio Ball. So it's gonna be fine. Everybody's gonna love it.
No, this is going to be the next Rocket League game.
That's what their Lucio Ball was. It was a Rocket League clone. It was terrible.
Yeah, but that's in Overwatch. We're just going to get Rocket League 2, and it'll be this.
Remember, and this is more pertinent to Rock and Roll Racing, but remember when that company just blatantly re-released Rock and Roll Racing without any sort of license at all?
But it wasn't Blizzard that re-released it. It was some other company, right?
Yeah, it was like a Russian company that had no sort of, they just did it just cause.
I think, yeah, they said they were like, oh, they wanted to do it so they would raise awareness and like get an official re-release of it or something.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, that is RPM Racing.
I want to steal some of the harder tracks.
I don't.
Same.
Okay.
Could we just not?
Okay, so this belongs on the Dex list. Alright.
Also, I hate that like the I don't know what to call it, like the drummer this and whatever. Just sounds like someone trying to light a stovetop. It's like that clicking noise.
Alright, so
Keep going.
RC Pro-Am's at 15. I'd rather play RC Pro-Am than that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Would you rather
Okay.
play this or Super Breakout?
Ooh.
I would rather play Super Breakout.
Would you rather play this or Nickelodeon Guts?
I would rather play
I would rather play this. I would rather play this in Revolution X too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And DT.
What about
Yeah.
Funhouse?
I don't think I was here for Funhouse.
I would
Me neither.
rather play Funhouse than this.
Okay, then that's a good
Perfect.
spot to put it.
The new 61.
God, I hate it because now all I hear is that fucking noise in this track.
Oh,
Just fucking light the stove already, Jesus!
Clickety clack down the track.
Filling the room with fucking gas.
'92. Silicon and Synapse. Or the SNES. And that is definitely a racing game. And I would hesitate to call this cool.
It's extreme.
Like it tries
trying
to
to
go
be
for it,
cool.
but it fails miserably.
But it
fails
does-
so miserably.
I think it doesn't matter where it succeeds or fails. It's just like it's the mood it's going for.
Okay, then I'll do cool. And I'll just do balanced. Okay, so I have a feeling that sound or music's gonna go in dislike.
Hate gameplay.
The graphics were terrible.
Yeah, I think
It looked real bad.
dislike for art, and then yeah, I think hate can go. Your gameplay can go in hate.
Once again, the turns were so bad, even the fucking AI couldn't make them.
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone?
So at
think
least
of
we
anything?
know it's not.
Can
No.
anyone think of a like?
Nope.
I like that you turned it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with that, so now we're gonna move on to our last game, which this was another SNES port that she worked on.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a fascinating game, and I'm calling it by its US name because that's the version that she worked on. This is a game.
The neat one.
Yeah. I don't know if really introduction that I can just give it. I think we just kind of have to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, this originally was an Amiga game. And got ported to, well, damn near everything at this point. There is probably very few things that you cannot get a port of this. Yes. Out of this world. Called Another World in Europe, because the thing is that there was a show called Another World over here. So they changed it to Out of This World, except that doesn't make sense because there's also a show called Out of This World.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, called it Out of This Another World.
I think it's because Another World was a registered trademark.
Okay.
But this is an Eric Chahi game.
Yes, this is an Eric Chahi game.
Okay.
Good
As a,
Star Wars scrolling.
You can.
How does that?
You can kind of. I think they added this to this version. You can kind of.
Yeah, you can skip this because they're still going to show the opening cinematic anyway.
Yes.
We've got mode 7 and we're not afraid to use it.
Yeah, let's actually skip this because this actually shows up. This is complete points.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Yeah, but how does this fit the theme? Was it ported?
Yeah, it's ported. This is ported to the SNES by by Rebecca Heineman.
Okay, yeah. So notice like the smooth graphics in this. That's because they're all rendered polygons, rotoscoped from a VHS.
This is the SNES version.
Right, but it's still used.
Oh, Tyrion was asking.
Those are definitely words that you used, Rafferty.
Well, so Eric Chahi got a video camera and filmed himself walking, throwing a car across the floor. Later, when we see the gun, and then he drew over it with polygons to make like these animations that are huge. Look, it fills the whole screen, but still looks relatively smooth. Oops, forgot to trace the bottom of my hand there.
It was a similar method that was used for Jordan Mechner's games like Kartika and Prince of Persia.
Right. Whereas Jordan Mechner used sprites, whereas this one used full screen vectors. So porting this to the SNES meant they had to use the shape rendering engine for that. I don't think this actually uses the FX chip, though.
I don't believe it does.
But you may have noticed that they had that little clock with a Yeah, this has compression in it, which I guess is unusual.
Actually, now that I think about it, another game that actually had, that I remember seeing loading times in a SNES game, was actually the port of Art of Fighting.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, yeah, this was Eric Chahi's big breakout hit.
Knight Rider just waiting.
Literally, he traced a toy car. You can, I think, I don't know if it's on his blog or someone else's, they have, like, the original footage they traced.
This is exactly what happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Also, fun facts about this game, you can buy a HD remaster of this game on Steam as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
This was ported to several systems. Shahi didn't like some of them, but
Also,
some
by
of
the
them look
way,
better than others.
If you don't move,
You
you
can
just...
die immediately.
Dead.
Yep. Okay, so you need to swim up.
Okay? After you swim up, just stand there. Don't go anywhere. You might want to speed it up a little bit.
Oh, whoops.
The tentacles just come right up and get you.
Okay, so we have a kind of Prince of Persia style jump, we have a sprint, and we have a kick.
Yep. Do you like games where everything instantly kills you?
Yeah, like this.
Oh. Dead.
Rude.
This looks kind of awful on the side stream, maybe? Or maybe it's just a game.
No, it looks fine.
No, this is how it looked.
We gotta kick these little...
He
slow
went
things.
with this vector-based aesthetic, and then there's the weird lines and stuff. I mean, this was very impressive back in the 80s. Today,
I more meant compression.
yeah.
Also, fun fact, the follow-up to this game is Heart of Darkness.
Heart of the Alien. Heart of it.
Yeah.
Well, Heart of the Alien is a
wow.
sequel, but the spiritual successor is
Wait.
Heart of Darkness, I believe.
Fuck, Heart of Darkness.
No, Heart of Darkness was made by a different team. Yeah, and wants to be like this. Heart of the Alien was the unofficial Sega CD sequel.
Yeah, Heart of the
Yeah.
Alien is weird.
It's really weird. You gotta jump.
Gotta jump.
That did
There you go!
Right time.
Sorry, my bad. You are correct. Heart of Darkness is, and it also looks a lot nicer than this, but it had a bigger production team.
Heart of Darkness
Oh, well,
was the one with the kid, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was also a PlayStation 1 game. But it's definitely very much in spirit with this game,
I just
where
want to keep... I just love the screen right here.
It's very much in spirit with this game where you die a lot.
Oh yeah. I mean, what's pretty impressive about this is like Jahi did like everything except the sound. Like all the programming, all the graphics, everything. He was just doing this all by himself. Oh, there we go. And now great moments in puzzle solving.
Okay, just something about the side stream does not seem to like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
You
actually,
forgot something.
Yep. I forgot something.
Yep. Dun, dun, dun. The gun.
Is that a dead man walking?
Yes.
Well, not in Dead Man Walking because you will die. You will die before.
Yeah.
It's a dead man moving 2 screens.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is the gun, the triple function gun. If he fires a quick shot, it shoots. If he holds the button down for a little bit, it makes that defensive screen. If you hold the button down for a really long time, you'll do the super blast that disintegrates the screen, and then you can shoot the guy. But you gotta be quick, because he's gonna make a new screen. And if he shoots your friend dead, then you are dead man walking. So there's a lot of weird timing you have to do with this. Oh. See? Dead again.
Mm-hmm.
What you have to do is you have to put up a screen, take a step forward, and put up another screen.
Yep. We have to kind of like, have several screens
All
one
right.
after another.
And the funny part is, the gun does not have unlimited ammo.
No, it doesn't. That's actually when I got here because of here. I need to.
You can charge it up though, right?
Yeah.
There's a rule on how much energy it uses.
Oh, do I have to just jump here?
No, you step on top of that and push down, it teleports you.
Oh.
But I think you need to go back to the elevator and go up.
Yeah, because I think I'm out of ammo.
Yeah. So you have to go back to the... See, you are out of ammo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, buddy.
Yep, go to the window. There's your escape route, the other end of the city.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually want to get off at the next thing on the left. Oh, you missed it.
Isn't that just where I came
No,
from?
that's a different level. That's a different level.
Okay.
Oh, no wait, that is where you came from, my bad. There's another one beneath it, I think. Can you go down more? Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Got one problem though.
I think because you're out of ammo, I think the game is basically over.
You fucked up, Lolo.
I love Dead Man Walking.
I
You
think
die and just checkpoint.
because you lose the last of your ammo to blow through that door, you don't have enough ammo to kill this guy.
So basically, that door is just a red herring.
Well, you'll have to go up and through there eventually, yeah, but you have to recharge the gun first. Yeah, Out of This World has impressive graphics, but this is very much one of those you will die a lot games.
Oh yeah, no, it's a real fucker.
I do want to like highlight though that this game can be completed in like less than an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think, there's a lot of trial and error that probably extends it a bit, but in general, it's not a long game and it's not a difficult game.
No. Yeah, don't step too far. Yep, and then try to power blast.
Can you break your own barriers or forget?
You can if you step far enough away from them. You also don't necessarily have to worry about returning fire because you just put your screens up, but
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I don't think they'll actually approach you.
I think you actually want to kill that guy just to make sure. There's like a little rhythm you have to get into. For the screen. And then another
That should
one.
be okay.
Don't wait. Alright, then I guess you go down first.
Well, don't we want to see this first?
Oh, we already saw it. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but
You don't
I think
actually-
you don't actually have to
This
see
is...
it.
Yeah, this is optional. You don't even have to see this.
Okay.
It's just, I've got rotoscoping technology and I know how to program graphics.
Wouldn't that be a thing if you had to see this scene so you know, like, how to escape or where to escape?
Yeah, you can
Otherwise,
totally
it's
speedrun this game.
Okay, that's a...
I think, can you put up a force wall before you go up in there?
I don't think so.
I
Also,
mean,
it didn't
can we
seem like
try
there
it?
was anything in there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well then I guess you have to have enough ammo left to deal with this guy.
Yeah, but that...
Use up the last of your ammo, huh?
Yeah.
Is the charging station at the bottom?
I'm pretty sure it's the charging station at the bottom. Let me look this up. So yeah, there is like a 20th anniversary you can get, and there are several upgrades to this.
Oh, can you shoot that? Can you shoot that thing? Okay, no, you don't have to shoot it like a million times. Just shoot it once. No, what is that? So if you shoot
Yeah.
that, I don't think it'll actually open the thing.
You do have to get on the elevator, and you do have to go all the way down and shoot that guy.
But now you have to hurry. You have to press up.
Oh, there we go. You already passed it.
Yeah. Now wait for it.
Oh.
Go,
You
go,
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 yeah,
go,
you
go.
go in the shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to one of the goofier parts of the game.
Loading.
So basically,
They-
Eric Chahi didn't have a plan when he made this. He just started coding whatever he thought was cool.
Oh.
Just fucking break your shoulder.
Yeah,
Ah, yes. Breaking your neck down a vent, the coolest thing I can imagine.
yeah. And if you get hit by the steam blast, it kills you instantly. So
That's
don't let
kinda
it
what I
hit you.
figured. Oh, like that.
Like exactly like that.
You're rushing. You have to take your time.
They eventually stop. Oh, I guess not that one.
Well, yeah, it's
But
that
like-
one's just a rhythm.
And then the game ended.
Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
There's a charging station to your left. Yeah, so I have fond memories of this game, but it is not fair.
Much like real life.
Mm-hmm.
Much like real life. Hey, games should be just like real life.
Exactly.
I love how you like hesitated because it's like
The
no,
dog.
never.
It's a control thing.
Just fall.
Yeah, like.
Oh, you
fall.
made it. Okay, it's funny if you fall all the way.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. There we go.
Man, that always gets me. I always laugh when you get impaled in a video
Yeah,
game.
super blast on the wall. Yep. Welcome to the crappiest part of the game.
Nice.
You're not getting the little thing that says it's loading. I wonder why. There we go. Yeah, if there's a thin wall, you can usually blow it open.
Lolo's being a rebel.
Those can kill you.
Like
Okay, but
that.
the slowdown is real good.
But you actually need to go back anyway. You need to go back to the left 2 screens.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm just going to go ahead and spoil stuff. Back up even more. I don't think... Can you get back up there?
Can I do a Prince of Persia jump?
Nope.
Nope.
So... Yeah, I guess you might as well rewind, because you need to be back on that screen that you originally dropped down. Okay, this one. All right. Oh, yeah, go past this one. Oop. Yeah, all right. You need to just go... I think you drop off the left-hand side, so you're going correctly. Stop, turn to the right, and super blast the bottom of this. I hope it doesn't kill you. There we go. Yeah.
Nice.
Everything kills you.
Yeah, this game's a fucker.
It's out of this world.
Okay.
Kills you.
Yep. And then after you blow this, run to the left until you can't stop running. Try not to fall in any pits.
That's a bit.
Indeed.
Keep running. Nope, not fast enough.
I don't know if you realize this, but oh, there we go. Okay.
Keep running, keep running.
Okay.
Hit the run button, Lolo.
I am. This game kind
Yeah,
of.
you gotta do this in one. You gotta do this in one smooth motion. You can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Pretend it's a rhythm game. Pretend you're playing.
There you go. Go, go, go. You can do it.
Go, go!
Oh, you didn't jump. You gotta jump again, Lolo. Yep, stand there. Yay! That's physics.
You the.
You did it.
So proud of you.
How did you know you had to break that wall? We didn't
Then
tell
you can
you.
escape. There, I just saved you a crap ton of time. Be careful, I don't think there's anything. Oh, there is stuff here. Oh, right. Yeah.
Nice. Double.
You don't want to be here.
I don't.
No. You want to... That stairway, I think that you ignored earlier, you want to go up. I think you want to go up this stairway.
Wait, what the-
This is a little tricky, because notice there's a little platform. You actually have to, like, go to the... Yeah, it's stupid. Okay, I think the left is a dead end, so go to the right. Yep, more of the waterfall, which you already disabled, so... Okay, hey, it's your buddy!
Mm-hmm.
I think this instant kills you. It does. Oh, cool. That's a teleporter.
That's the.
Does
That's
that?
pretty
I don't
good.
think that actually ends the game, does it?
Mm-hmm.
No, because I gotta keep.
Kick him with the balls, then shoot him. Okay, keep running to the left. Keep running to the left. Grab your gun. Use the action button. Grab your gun. Shoot! Shoot!
Got him.
Yes!
Yeah. To the combat rule.
Beautiful.
That was completely predictable.
You siphon filter that shit.
Okay.
And now we've looped. Yay!
We did it, y'all.
Oh, I love this game.
Ivy, I think what you want to say is, what if it was Dragon's Lair, but good?
Okay, so your friend is blocked in there. So I think what you have to do is... Actually, I think you need to loop around again, so go ahead and keep going to the right.
Yeah, you never went to the left, I think.
I don't think... Did you jump over... Did you jump over that...
I think.
Yeah, go.
Let's see. Jump over this.
Yeah, what's over there to the right? Is that I don't think it's a dead end.
Yeah, he has
Okay.
like 2 shields. You're not killing him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so go back. I think you need to go back up.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you have to go back to the room with the hanging baubles, I think. Where was the room with the... I guess it's back down, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it's down right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, down to the right. Okay, so stay... after you cross here, stay at the top. Okay. You see that candelabra?
Yep.
There we go.
Figure it out.
Now, yeah, by shooting that, it's you can now go back up, and you'll see that your friend is now free, because that, for some reason, the candelabra is hung by a support that blocks the air shaft.
Do you have to swing off the chain, or is it just like shoot off?
You just shoot it, and that will free your friend, who can now help you with this next part. There used to be a waterfall there, but we blew it up. See, he's gone. And did you see him in the lower?
Yep.
Yep. So now you can go down.
You don't have to like shoot.
And I think go to the left, and I think your friend's going to be there. No, he's not in here. Okay.
I think he's elsewhere.
Yeah, go back to the right. Okay, I think... Well, once you go to the right, can you go off the screen to the right here? Yeah. It's a fight! I think you need to put up screens on both sides and kill on one side.
Yep. Like when you run it, you have to fortify.
I think you have to cheese it, where when you first appear on the screen, you put up a shield behind you and then deal with the guy behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then kill the guy behind you.
Oh, he uses your
Reaches through your
shield.
turret.
Yep. You usually want to put up another screen before you start hammering the guy. You've almost got this.
Yeah, you want another screen.
Yeah, you'll have to put up another screen. But yeah, the trick is you put up a screen, take a forward step for a little bit, put up a second screen, shoot, don't walk in front of your own screen.
I mean, you can also always like,
Yeah, you did it!
Yeah.
And then you put it
Up.
Can you solve the puzzle?
Mm-hmm.
Can you solve the puzzle of the pit?
There's another... Yeah, there's a way you can break that lower wall. Oh god, are we dead now? No, we can't break it because we can't shoot when we're underwater. So I think you need to... Yeah, I think you need to go back. Let me check the walkthrough on this.
Oh, was that wall he needed to break before flooding everything?
I don't think so. I noticed he didn't do the mouthing screen. Are we dead man walking?
Let me check.
Continue next screen. Oh god. Yeah, because I just realized even though we're speedrunning this, we missed the red bird and the biting traps. I think we are actually dead men walking. Because I think we were supposed to have destroyed that trap before we flooded the cavern.
Rip.
Oh wait,
Nice.
you can go to the right.
But is it still blocked by water?
I don't think so.
No, it's all water.
Although I don't think you wanted to fall down that low, but let's see. There should be more stuff here. No, go back to where you fell down in there in the first place. Don't fall down. Yeah, fall off the bridge to the first ledge. Okay. Now go in here, but don't fall in this pit.
Ledge 6 is here.
Oh, it's just here. Yeah, I think it's the part where the underwater.
Yeah, I think we might be dead man walking because I remember we missed I was wondering where the red bird trap was and that kind of thing. Because we filled the cavern with water, we actually can't go down there.
Yep, I'm just checking. Yeah, you have to do that before you fill the cavern with water, so you might as well die.
So welcome to Out of This World.
Does the checkpoint you before you mess up?
Yep.
Yeah, it does. So I think you
didn't want to go down this low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to jump across. Or maybe you do want to go down this low. Where the heck is the red bird?
It's a level low.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Maybe he does want to go down there. All right.
Maybe if I have to jump here? Well,
no, that's just going to take you back to where that is. So
yeah, so I think you need to go, I think, one level down. And then try going right.
Well, before you go right, go back to the room with the big slab and break the slab from this side. Yeah, shoot that super shot. I don't think that actually kills you. Okay, now go ahead. Yeah, you need to jump because you'll get killed in those spikes. Don't get killed by the falling rocks. You need to just pause for a beat and then run.
You don't need to shoot the rocks. It's fine.
Well, the problem is that the run button and the shoot button are the same button.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the controller has 4 buttons. Hey, you made it! Alright. Yeah, this game was a breakthrough. It is not dated very well.
Because that foreground rock is there, I can't tell exactly where I am.
I know! Welcome to Next Gen Graphics!
Just gotta keep moving.
Dead.
Go, keep moving.
Dead.
Oh, it's such
a
Welcome to hell.
It's possible to get past this, I think. You can shoot the tentacles.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think, if you stand up. Yep. I can't remember if that's on that. Dead! Why am I laughing?
Because it's hilarious.
Game is an ass.
And the tentacles are indeed on a timer. They come back. God bless this game. This was put into everything.
Mm-hmm.
This was Eric Chahi's greatest hit to put him on the map.
So you have to shoot the third one as well. You're not gonna get through.
Oh, I thought I did.
No, you did not. It's hanging. You're too low on the slope.
Oh, there we go.
Gotta jump sooner.
Late.
I think if you jump from a standing position, you jump less, or is it the same for both?
Oh, it's...
He keeps jumping too late.
Hey.
There's
really get it early.
Gap. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
You did it!
Fuck this place.
You fell in a pit and died! Yeah, you do a little baby jump if you're not running. Okay.
You need to be the baby jump.
You gotta
There you go.
destroy this,
Hey, remember this place?
and now go all the way back.
hmm
Can you just fall in the hole?
Nope, because it kills you. Watch it
How
fall
do
in the
we
hole.
know? Have we been in the hole? Okay, they'll kill you.
We have been in the hole. Guess who had this for the SNES?
You gotta do it from farther away.
And then baby jump. Yeah, all right.
Now this again.
This again, because it was so much fun the first time.
It was so much fun the first time.
You'll make this more fun if he couldn't rewind time.
He also still hasn't hit the tentacles on the other end.
And then he had to redo this over and over again until he got it right. That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
He'd rank it like 50 places lower than he plans to.
God, this game is such a fuck.
I don't think you need to shoot that one. I
Yeah,
think you
yeah.
can, yeah, you can run through it.
Okay, and go ahead. You want to go the higher path this time. You have to bother that bird. So go back and shoot that bird. Okay. Now, when you go to the next screen, the bird... Yep, we'll get... wait till the bird gets eaten by the tentacles.
Yeah. Yeah, don't jump. Don't jump immediately.
Wait until the bird gets eaten by the tentacles, and then now you can go across.
There.
There you go. You did it!
Damn, what you just did was pretty fucked up.
And Rhapsody you up over.
How are you supposed to get out of here, though?
You
Because if that
wait.
was already broken, there's no way to get back up.
Oh, you go on the lower path, I think. Right?
You can't go in the lower path. It blocks your movement. What does the walkthrough say to do?
Let me check.
God, this game is good.
The game only gets worse from here, so you should really
Yeah.
just quit while you're ahead.
I'm planning on.
Let me. No, let me check. I want to see what the solution is at least. At least give me that.
So yeah, the cave part is the worst part, and also the funny part was after doing the cave,
Rhapsody fucked you over.
I fucked you over. My bad.
Yep. You were meant to jump while on the top of the screen from those stalagmites, and then jump on the other screen, and then you'd be high enough.
Oh yeah, if you kept going across the
Fantastic.
stalactites, you could get on there.
Mhm.
Yeah. But all that does is make you do the water sequence again, and then you have to do the bauble puzzle. You have to do the fight 3 guys at once. Did you enjoy the timing where it was 2? Wait till you get to the part where it's 3. Yeah. So that's out of this world. I like it.
I'm trying to think of even what list does this game belong in. 'Cause I
Well,
don't-
you kill. It's a puzzle game. What list did you put Dragon's Lair on?
What did you put Abe's Odyssey on?
Which I put on this because it is very much a hey, look at this kind of like it's like you're in for it's like a kind of a ride as well. It's like you're in for like the spectacle of it.
Oh, definitely on this list then, because this is where you have deja vu. And Out of This World was indeed a spectacle at the time, as well as bullshit.
Yeah.
It definitely goes on this list.
Okay,
So would you rather play Dragon's Lair?
kind of?
Really?
At least this didn't completely screw me over. I can't dead man walking in Dragon's Lair.
Would you
Yeah,
rather
because
play-
because you're dead men all the time and being murdered.
Would you rather play Metal Slate or Glory?
Yes, I would put it above. It's going at least above Panic.
Okay, Lola, okay. If you did not have time wizardry powers, would you rather play Dragon's Lair or Out of This World?
I could credit the Dragon's Lair.
I could
Okay.
see. I honestly could see you putting this below Panic.
I would not put it below Panic. I still would not.
Okay.
How does it compare to Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom?
Princess Tomato doesn't have Walking Dead.
It doesn't. That is true.
Does Pac-Man 2, the new Pac Ventures,
not.
have
So
I still would feel weird putting this below Pac-Man 2.
okay, then put it
Fair.
above Panic. That's your line.
Oh, wait.
No, if he doesn't want it
Pac-Man
below
2. Other direction.
Pac-Man, then put it between Princess Tomato and Pac-Man.
That's
Please, it's Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I think that's probably a good spot for it.
Mm-hmm. An axe, it's pronounced tomato.
And
It's Gradius.
even Konami
I
doesn't
think
know
you
how
mean
to
Gradius.
pronounce. Konami doesn't know how to pronounce that game.
Yeah.
91.
Yeah, although the PC I think was from before that.
No, that was.
I guess
that's
from
what
at the time.
That's what I had. Original release was in November 1991, and I took that from the computer version.
All right, I believe it. Yeah, it blew our minds. Graphics that took up the whole screen that were in FMV.
Mm-hmm.
I like that I have Amstrad in here, but I don't have Apple 8 or Atari 8-bit.
Little weird.
It's called priorities.
Let's
Exactly.
call this.
It's an adventure game.
Yeah, it's an adventure.
Okay.
It's another world.
Mm-hmm.
And God, what would we call this for tone?
Do you have a mysterious or creepy tone?
I have confusing.
Confusing it
Sci-fi.
is.
What do we have for sci-fi?
I don't have a generic sci-fi, which I probably should.
I would put confusing. This is definitely confusing. What does this do? The only confusion is, what does this do? Oh, it kills me.
Everything kills you. It's a
Oh,
fucker.
this is an expert
Everything
game.
kills you. Yes.
Okay, so I do have to give it. This game looks pretty good.
It looks, yeah, pretty good.
It has a unique look, I think, that stands up today. So, geez, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me
And-
go ahead.
And definitely Moon Logic. Because, like, there's scenes where it's like, how would you know you're supposed to blow a hole in this wall, but you can't blow a hole in other walls? And you didn't even get to the points where sometimes you get attacked by endless guys. And do you remember that little tiny 2-pixel riser you had to step up on to get to that stairwell? There's a
Yeah.
puzzle later in this game where there's another one of those risers, and if you don't know where it is, you get completely locked out of a room.
Huh.
I mean, there's also completely misunderstanding a sequence of events and eventually fucking yourself over for it.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else?
I do like this game. Suck. Yeah, I can't think. It is impressive. Like, I've never. You said there was another The Art of Fighting game has compression in it.
Yeah, the Art of Fighting. Well, it has loading times in it.
Okay, for a
The
cartridge
skull is.
game.
The skull I have not put it down. That is Dead Man Walking.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
Because we had to put that for Deja Vu 1. Because
I'd
someone
never.
else screwed me over.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah,
Torpo is free of sin.
Lolo's gonna have that engraved on his tombstone. Torpo
But-
screwed me over.
but it is nice that the SNES version is feature complete.
To be fair, in response, my
Mhm.
my epitaph on the headstone will just be Torpo is free of sin.
I like this game. I think this game is pretty good.
Yeah,
It's a neat game.
But
It's
also
just-
it has very generous checkpoints, so it's not a deck like, I don't know, a fucking Sierra game.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why they're gonna probably gonna generally think it
Okay,
maybe
I
around here.
take offense to that, Bear.
I mean, your problem. Also, I really hope you check out Heart of Darkness, which is kind of the
Oh god, fucking Heart of Darkness. Oh jeez.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that at one point.
It is more
That game
forgiving.
is pretty fucked though.
basically,
Mhm.
Tyrion, a dead man walking is if you miss a specific thing early in the game, and then later in the game, you can't get back to it, and you can't progress from there on.
Generally
it's-
considered bad practice.
It's basically where you unintentionally end up in a fail state and do not know it.
We tend to lean on
Length of time.
the pie the Yeti as the example. If you eat
Yeah.
the pie early, you can't throw it at the Yeti.
I mean, the cat boot would probably be a better example of that.
True.
That's Moon Logic.
Yeah.
Find the Yeti's Moon Logic.
Yeah, no, but Dead Man Walking, like that's a good example of it.
Oh, right. Because if you,
Yeah.
or I would say the cat one, which is probably even
Yeah,
more.
There's a
that's
number of
good.
good examples. I default immediately to Pi the Yeti.
A contemporary thing, Tyrion, would be imagine you're playing a game and you accidentally lock yourself into a bad ending and you don't know. But instead of having a bad ending, you're locked into a game over and you don't know for like another half an hour.
Actually, there's a sequel that you're going to play eventually, Lolo, to a game that I requested that has that exact thing, and I can't wait for it. You get locked into a really shitty ending if you don't do a very arbitrary thing in the first chapter of it. It's great.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Lo to play one of these 16 games he owes me.
In about 2 weeks, I'll be taking a good chunk of those.
Bear,
The bear episode.
you and Max are the reason why the prices have gone up.
Actually, if you want to be specific, the thing that made me realize that I need to raise the prices was someone just off cuff requesting Romancing Saga.
You could deny that.
But anyway, that is going to do it for that. So that has been our taking a look at games that have been developed by trans developers. So, yeah, with that, that'll do it for this episode. So, that's that. So, thank you all for watching. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can follow me on YouTube by going to youtube.ltp.life in your browser. You take me to me. I'll take you to my YouTube channel, in which you can subscribe there. I usually upload edited versions of these episodes on Sunday mornings or Mondays if I'm particularly busy. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can follow me on Twitch by going to twitch.tv/LodoPuzzlo. And I usually record these episodes live Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. If you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter at LodoPuzzlo. You can follow me on Twitter at LodoPuzzlo and just keep up to date with what I'm doing. But if you also want to do the same, but also take part in various polls to help help us figure out what kind of doing in a month, I will occasionally host polls there, like one that's going to be closing tomorrow to determine what we're going to be doing during the second half of the Retro Ink Relief charity stream, which will happen in 2 weeks. With that, that'll do it for this episode. Next episode, Ihatovo Praise, which is going to be a very special episode in which I take a look at a pretty interesting game that is based on the works of a Japanese poet and author by the name of Kenji Miyazawa, which is going to be pretty. I'm looking forward to that episode. That game looks really fascinating. So yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.
And just remember, folks, trans rights are human rights.
Yes.
Trans rights are human rights.
And dropkick all turfs into the sun.
Trans rights.
Trans rights.